In this video, I will tell about the important characters in the animated movie Kingsglaive Final Fantasy XV, a movie that serves as a prequel to the video game Final Fantasy XV. I will explain briefly who they are and what happened to them in the movie. This might help you understand relations between characters in the video game better. This video does not feature moving images because of possible copyright strikes. Instead, I'll use stills to support my story. Do know that I'll use spoilers, so if you still want to see the movie, you should do that first. We're starting with the members of the Kingsglaive, and main protagonist Nyx Ulric is part of that group, whose purpose is to fight for King Regis. He was born outside of the city Insomnia and saved by King Regis as a teenager. He feels like he owes King Regis. The young man is a typical Final Fantasy hero with a fancy haircut that's trying to figure out right from wrong and more than capable to wield a throwing blade and sword. Nyx, voiced by Aaron Paul, who you might know as Jesse from Breaking Bad, is desperate to find out the truth while he protects Princess Lunafreya from the Niflheim Empire. He ends up a true hero in the movie as he discovers the scheme against King Regis in time and kills the king's killer, General Glauca. It comes at a high price, since he made a pact with the spirits of Lucis. He wears the ring of the Lucii, and this grants him great power. In turn, he needs to die after the sun comes up. So, at the end of the movie, he actually dies. The second character on this list, and also a member of the Kingsglaive, is Libertus Ostium. Like Nyx, Libertus was saved, or some might say taken, by King Regis as a teenager. Nyx and Libertus know each other for a long time and they're best friends. He's a bit of a strong and loud person that has a strong opinion. Early in the movie, he sustains an injury, and after his fellow Kingsglaive member and friend Crowe dies, he goes on joining the rebellion. Without knowing, he helps Niflheim invade Lucis, but at the end he tries to correct his mistake by helping Nyx and Lunafreya. Near the end he flees with Lunafreya, and then he parts ways with her because she wants to find Noctis by herself. The third Kingsglaive member on this list is the young woman Crowe Altius, probably brought into Insomnia the same way as Nyx and Libertus. She's a very competent magic user and very close to Nyx and Libertus. Like a special agent, she is sent on a secret mission to find out more about Niflheim, but this doesn't end well. She gets killed at the hand of traitors led by Titus Drautos, and her part ends very unexpectedly. Titus Drautos is the captain of the Kingsglaive, and he seems like a person who can be trusted, and seems to like Nyx. There's actually more to the middle-aged man than you might expect, because he turns out to be the great Niflheim warrior, General Glauca. He betrays the kingdom of Lucis and fights to get his hand on the ring in the name of Emperor ledolas and aims to marry Lunafreya. Glauca, who wields a big two-handed sword and wears heavy armor, kills King Regis in an epic fight, but is defeated by Nyx after a long-lasting fight. The last glaive member on this list is Luche Lazarus. At first he seems a competent man that people can trust, but near the end he turns out to be the rebel leader and wants the kingdom of Lucis conquered by Niflheim. He gets more what he bargained for after he strikes down Nyx and gets persuaded by Lunafreya to wear the ring. This results in his immediate death because the spirits do not find him worthy. Now we move on to the kings. The first of them is Regis Lucis Calum. This man, who is voiced by none other than Sean Bean, serves as the guardian of the crystal and the kingdom of Lucis. Without him, magic won't work in the kingdom. The movie starts with him fleeing from the Niflheim Empire. He tries to take Lunafreya with him, but she decides to stay. He is also the father of Final Fantasy XV's main character Noctis. He is betrayed by Empress ledolas. After agreeing, Lunafreya marries Noctis. In a fierce fight with the General Glauca, he finally dies and leaves the fate of the kingdom in Noctis' hands. The second king, who is actually an emperor, is Aldercapt of Niflheim. This old man has nothing but bad intentions. Soon we'll find out that he wants to rule every kingdom in the world, and he manages to get his hands on the Crystal of Lucis. The movie ends after this, and one of the main goals in the game is probably to take him down. Then we continue with Lunafreya Nox Fleuret, the princess of the kingdom Tenebrae. As a child, she and her brother Ravus are being held captive by the Niflheim Empire. In the movie, she is voiced by Lena Headey, who you might know as Cersei in Game of Thrones. Lunafreya is an oracle, which means she can converse with the gods. She is to marry Prince Noctis of Lucis to bring peace between Niflheim and Lucis. After the deception by ledolas, Glauca makes a move on her, but because of Nyx's help, she manages to escape with the ring to seek out Noctis. Ravus Nox Fleuret, the Prince of Tenebrae, is a brother of Lunafreya and taken by Niflheim as a child, filled with hatred towards King Regis because he did not help him during the attack. He grows up in Niflheim and rises in the ranks. After the coup, he thinks that he gets what he wanted all along, revenge on Regis and claiming the ring of the Lucii for himself. He burns to death after he is deemed not worthy by the gods. As a very close friend to King Regis, Clarus Amicitia serves as a royal guard and appears very loyal to Regis. He advises him in many matters but dies at the hand of General Glauca when he tries to protect Regis. The last person on this list might also be the most mysterious one. Arden Izunia is the Chancellor of Niflheim and advisor to the Emperor. He is a cunning man that seems to have no problem with deceiving other people. His appearance and his actions add up to the mystery surrounding this character. He most certainly will play an important role in the video game as he flees with the Emperor at the end of the movie. That wraps up this list. I'm sure we'll learn more about them from playing the video game, but for now I hope you know a little bit more about these characters, or that it at least refreshed your memory. Thank you for watching, and by the time Final Fantasy 15 is released, I'm planning to make a lot more videos about the game. Hope to see you then.